comes the axe! Prove yourself!
And looking towards Ninja Boogie. Gonna start getting these stacks up. Gabby doing his best to defend, but it looks like the silencer is going to end up being your first blood here. And that's already one permanent in. They're looking towards Ninja Boogie. Gonna start getting these stacks up. Gabby doing his best to defend, but it looks like the silencer is going to end up being your first blood here. And that's already one permanent. FBZ getting gone on here. He's already used the Drunken Brawler, so he's just getting auto attack down. But the charge comes through and the TP Shackle. They control both of them. The shards will manage to finish him off. Cuckoo jaunts a little bit further to safety. It looked good for Boom ID, but looks like they're only going to end up getting the one return kill here, and it's only on the support Tims. Last auto attack from Jokum. Just going to let Tims get out of this one, or maybe not. They get the ward up on the high ground. Shackle coming through. Now the charge. Tims doesn't have the snowball, and he will be finished off. It's actually heading over towards the Ninja Boogie silencer. It's getting chased down by this hasted Shadow Shaman. I don't know if they even need any damage from the Spirit Breaker to get this. The vision is more than enough, and that's a killing spree once again. I think he's holding the Drunken Brawler until the tag team gets popped, but still taking plenty of damage. Alright, there's the Drunken Brawler running towards Cuckoo. Jokum's up here, level 4, does have the Shackle and a Hex. 3-man snowball in towards FBZ. They quickly right-click him down. There is a charge. Oh, Cuckoo in big trouble, gets Hexed, shackled, he was too close. They are going to get the snowball save off. Cuckoo might actually be able to escape this. The charge is going to do a bit of damage, but he's got stick charges. They've actually managed to kill off the Shaman. Now they turn their attention over towards Kezcute. He gets blocked in by the ice shards. Bulldo's not going to help him with that, and one more auto attack will be a kill for Tims. Which is kind of interesting. Surprised we haven't seen Tusk with like illusion heroes. Oh, Dreamcoil drop. Mirana snaps the coil. Gets brought down without any opportunity to do anything. Jokum on the run. Well, this path gets blocked by the shards, but he just saunters back to the tower. He's going to be fine. Over at mid lane, they're looking at Armel, but Armel's looking at this tower with a double damage rune. FBZ does have a primal split available, but not having the most fantastic of games, and he just gets right-clicked down! FBZ did not. Makoto TP's in mid, but Armel immediately morphs into him, and now he's looking for this kill with the arrow. Continues pursuit up on the high ground. Tims is looking towards Jokum, blocks him in. Armel coming up here. One auto attack is not going to be enough to do it. He's looking for the adaptive strike. He does get it out now, so interrupting the shackle immediately as well. Okay, that should be the end of Tims. They're diving in. They had the thunderclap, but not using it. Tims is still alive. One more auto attack from the Mirana. Cost him a couple of leap charges. Just cancels the TP. Mid tower is going to end up being denied. They pop the Moonlight Shadow. They want this Armel Morphling, but he's got 1400 HP, and the Global Silence comes out to save him. Gets the waveform a little bit further away. There is an arrow available. They're locking down Armel. Looking for the follow-up. There's another shackle. Armel will finally be brought down. Hex from Jokum. They also end up losing the Silencer. Ninja Boogie dying down bottom. Getting picked off by the Spark. Over back at mid, though. Cuckoo now making the rotation. Gets the 2-man Dreamcoil out. Ground. He might be able to get the ice shards down onto the low ground, however. No, actually just going to turn around and look for a kill here instead. He's still got wand charges, but gets bashed, so he won't be able to use them. Hey, they can Roshan at 14 minutes into the game. Like, it does sometimes happen with Morphling. Jokum in trouble at bottom. Pop down the Mass Serpent wards. It's going to get focused down. Cuckoo does come teeping a little bit, but he gets finished off, and now Tusk trapped inside of the trees. Tims is just going to get punched down by the Brewmaster. No, he gets pushed out of the shards. Armel sitting here, taking a lot of damage, but still morphing just as much strength. And Gabby's still fighting, though now he's low on mana. The tower. TNC, I guess feeling bold because they had the Aegis, but I don't know if they needed to take that fight up. And Gabby also linking up with him. TNC, they've got the Slark in the back lines. He's found out Ninja Boogie will be able to finish him off quickly. Fervian just pops a Shadow Dance. 20-minute bouncer runes are up for grabs. They are going to try for this Timber Saw. They managed to interrupt his Timber Chain. Got the Nether Strike coming through. They're still hanging on to it. Global Silence gets popped. That's going to save him for now. Tim's also coming in. Cuckoo drops a 2-man Dream Coil. Big trouble for the Slark as he now gets punched. Good night. Got the lanes in a slightly better position. What kind of fight can they actually find? Ninja Boogie's going to break the smoke up here on the high ground. Fervian finds him. Not really that important that they lose the silencer here. They need to keep everybody else alive, though. Tim's trapped inside of the Mass Serpent wards. Armel gets up onto the high ground. He's morphed into the Mirana. Tim's about to be brought down. Armel looking to do what he can. Careful about what he does. FBZ jumps in. quickly gets silenced. Arrow is going to go scouting, does catch the Roshan, but that's about it. They pop the Primal Split. Can they actually find any kills? They've got the lockdown onto Tims. They also deploy the Mass Serpent Wards, but Tims is just going to buy back, and now they should be able to wait so long as Gabby doesn't get focused down too quickly. He's got some reactive armor.
Under attack.
Not a whole lot else happening. Gabby going to give away a couple more stacks to the Slark. Fervian building up some damage. Armel's in the pit. They're going to drop the Dream Coil onto the Slark. They've got the silence on him as well. He's looking for an angle, but he can't even get anything off. Forced into the buyback immediately. FBZ doesn't have the ultimate. TNC are just surrounding him, and he's also going to end up falling. This is a terribly split fight for Boom ID. The Mirana and the Spirit Breaker over on the wrong side of the pit, and TNC are just moving as a ball, going from target to target. They isolate the Spirit Breaker. They do manage to get a little bit of a catch onto the Tim's Tusk. He gets one last Walrus Punch off before he goes down, as now the Spirit Breaker also buying back into this game. They bought back on FBZ, but they have to keep this Slark alive. He's got the Shadow Dance. But as discussed earlier, there's just so much AoE damage from the Timbersaw. Doesn't really care so much. Jokum also brought down. He's got some spells to use. Arrow gets tanked by Armel, but Cuckoo's already dead. These crits are coming through from FPZ. Armel's morphing strength for dear life as the Slark now comes back in. Once again, he focuses onto Boogie. Brewmaster low, but not dead yet. Finally drops Fervian, looking for more targets. Armel jumping around the best that he can. Cuckoo's found a little hidey hole in the trees. This fight just relentlessly continuing. Gabby has a couple more nukes, finish that kill. Still just feeling so difficult. Still going to go back into Roshan. Slark trying to reset. You need to be careful to get the silence onto the Shadow Shaman. Should be able to finish him before he gets off any spells. He's now dead. TNC willing to just run and the Shadow Dance out into the BKB as well. Right clicking onto Armel, but it's not doing enough damage. Armel waveforms in. He's looking for this kill on Jokum. He gets it. He's still got the Aegis. They're hecked by his team a little bit here. Got the waveform soon, but his Lincoln Sphere is on cooldown. They're going to wait with the arrow. And Armel will be brought down. Did he... what? Did he try... Huck... oh, trying to scout out this smoke. They do get a little bit of lockdown onto him, but they've got the global silence to interrupt, so now they've got the turnaround. Cuckoo comes out of that phase shift and just looks to turn. They've already brought down Jokum. They've got a nice Dream Coil out onto 2, and they force staff him as well to prevent the Primal Split. I believe that was Cuckoo. Oh, such a nice play from Cuckoo. Dream Coil the Brewmaster, push him to break the Dream Coil. Can't get...